Well, hello my beauties and welcome to my channel. Today my review and a bonus look with the Destiny palette by Certifeye. So if you want to know how I feel about this palette, then just keep on watching. So guys, the Destiny palette by Certifeye, it looks like this. And I think it's really pretty. Before we begin, a few household messages. This look is the bonus look, which will be at the end of the video. I will put a timestamp down below. So if you already know how this palette works and you just want to see how I created this gorgeous look, then you can click on the time and it will skip ahead for you, so you don't have to. YouTube also has done something new. If you click on the video, you get 3 little dots somewhere. There you can change the speed of the video, so that if you think that I'm a bit long-winded, which I don't blame you if you think that, you can just search there and play me at, I don't know, 10 times speed or something. I will probably sound like a chipmunk, but that could also be fun. I don't know, but that way you can speed through videos. It doesn't just work with my video, it works with every video, unless you stream your YouTube videos to your television. Then it doesn't work. I tried it, it doesn't work. What else do I want to say? Yeah, don't forget to check out my description box. I will list the information from Certifeye there. I will also list down, as usual, my shoutouts from for the ladies of the Beauty YouTubers Growth Group. We have a new addition. It's getting to be like a cult, isn't it? We're here to steal your soul. Something like that. But anyway, Angie from 4F Beauty just joined us, so her channel is listed down with the others as well. Also, I have created a playlist and just added some videos from, well, each of the ladies in the group. So you can just quickly see what they like to do with their videos. So go check them out. What do I want to say? I don't know. Do I want to say anything more? Probably, but I just forgot. Let's just, get into the video. So a little bit about Certifeye. They are based in the UK. And in case you don't know, the owner of Certifeye and the owner from Blush Tribe are sisters, so that's a lot of fun. She has a few palettes on her site, and yeah, this is the latest one, the Destiny palette. Yeah, you get 18 eyeshadows in this one, and they weigh, not that I care, but in case you do, they weigh 1.4 gram each. This is what she looks like. So you have your warmer toned colors on the top and then your cooler toned on the bottom. You get 3 shimmers in this one. This one is a shimmer and these 2 are shimmers. The rest are all mattes. And yeah, I gravitated especially towards these colors here, especially this one. This is actually my favorite shade of the whole palette. It's gorgeous. What I should have done, and I forgot to do, is check out what it will retail for. So I will plop that in the screen, what it will retail for. She ships internationally, so that is always good to know. But let's start with the swatches, and after I have done that, I will give you my opinion. And after that, you get the bonus look. So let's just start with the swatches. So let me pull up my sleeves, get my makeup wipes. And I know it's technically better to swatch, especially matte shades, with a brush, because there is a big difference between swatching with your finger and swatching with a brush, because a brush is more true to color, to be honest. But I have used all the colors. I don't think I have used them all in my looks. Well, maybe I have. But it could be that 1 or 2 I didn't use in the looks that I created on camera, but I have used all the shadows. So if you watch the bonus look and if you watch my 3 looks, you can see how the mattes perform, and they are actually almost the same performance-wise, but I will touch on that in a minute. So let me start with the first 3. The first one is Magician, then Tonic, then Hex. So here you have Magician, which is a shimmer, a pinkish shimmer. You have Tonic, which is a golden shimmer. I don't know, it shows up. Let me see if I can build it up a little bit for you. There it is, a little bit better. Let's get a bit of, and that's Magician. And then the last color is the color Hex, which is really pretty, and I have that on the on my mobile lid today. Cleaning off my fingers in between with a makeup wipe and then drying them on a microfiber cloth I have here. Next three are Alchemy, Sixth Sense and Brew. So here you have Alchemy. Here you have Sixth Sense, I will say it in the Dutchy way. And then you have Brew. So those are the brownie shades and the two shimmers. Then we go to the reddish shade. So we're going into Paranormal, which is a red, more of a, it's kind of a cooler toned red. Then we go to Psychic, which has a bit more blue in it. And then Remedy is a purple. So here is Paranormal. Here is Psychic. And here is Remedy. Let me build up Remedy a little bit more, so you can see. So, that's those three. Oh, I actually did 5 looks with this palette. I will link it down below. I will link it in the cards, but I did the last Get Ready With Me I used this palette. So, I almost forgot. But yeah, let's go back to the swatches. So we have Smooch, which is a little bit of a satin. Then we have Firestorm, which is a warmer toned red, so it has more orange in it. Then we have Enchant, which is a brownie purple or something like that. So where am I? I'm here. So here you have Smooch, which again is a little bit of a satin finish. Then you have Firestorm. And then Enchant. Okay, now we are going to go to greens. So let's start with the color Dark Side, which is dark green. I have that on today as well. Then the color Moss, which is just a gorgeous color and my favorite. And then the color Glass Ball, which is a shimmer. So here is the color Dark Side, which is a dark green. Then we have Moss, which is just, let me build it up a little bit. It's a gorgeous, well, mossy green. And it pulls a little bit yellow on me, but that's probably also because especially my arm is a little bit more yellow undertone. And then here we have the color Glass Ball, which is a silver shimmer. Okay, and last 3 colors. Mystic, which is a deep purple. Then Warped, which is a dark blue. And then Potion, which is a black. So here is Mystic. Here is Warped. And here is Potion. Let me build up Warped a little. So yeah, these are the colors. And as you can see, you have a little bit more warm toned shadows, but you do get the cooler shadows on the bottom. So yeah, those are the swatches. What are my thoughts on this palette? Let's start with what I don't really like, to say it like that. I am a little bit disappointed in the shimmer shades in this palette, to be honest with you. Granted, I am not a silver shimmer kind of girl. I just am not. I can build it up nicely. I can really nicely make it work, but for me, I can see it now as well on my eyes. I feel that silver shimmers tend to emphasize the texture that I have on my eyelids. So I don't grab for this one often, and I will probably not. I sometimes use it to pat on top of an eyeshadow, because you can really nicely do that. Just lightly tap your finger it and then use it as a topper, so you can do that. But if this was a matte, I would maybe a darker gray matte, I would probably be happier. So that's just personal preference. These two, the first time I used them, I was really disappointed because I thought that they would be very, very opaque. And they actually are. The only thing that it is, because you know, I usually tend to, let me clean my sponge tip. I usually tend to use shimmer shades with a sponge tip. So let me get the color Tonic on a sponge tip. And then on the other side, the color Magician. They are a bit crumbly, I have to say that. So let me swatch Magician there. And then Tonic here. And as you can see, they are very pretty with a sponge tip, and this is how I use my shimmer shades. This one, they both didn't really want to show up on me, and I think that it is because first, Tonic is so close to my own skin tone, it just doesn't pop enough on my eye, if you know what I mean. This one is also really, really light. And personally, I would have liked it better if this one was a darker pink or maybe even a green shimmer, light green shimmer. And this one a little bit deeper in color. That is for me personally, because this one is so close to my skin tone, it just doesn't really want to show up. And this one also really doesn't want to show up. And for me personally, I don't think that these two colors and also this one go with the rest of the color scheme. That's for me personally. So for me, it's, yeah, I would have liked here maybe a matte gray or a darker, a light green shimmer. Something like that. Or even a darker gray shimmer and not a silver, because silver is just not for me. And these two, I wish this one was a little bit darker. Again, for me personally, it's probably very pretty. I have it on top of this one today though, but I don't know, I kind of have trouble building this one or getting this one to be opaque on my eyes, and that's the same with this one. So I haven't tried them on top of concealer. I didn't, because I don't usually cut my crease. I'm just too lazy for that. So for me, these two are a little bit of a disappointment. If you have this palette, please let me know what your experiences with these shimmers are. I also find them a bit crumbly, these two. This one is okay. It seems like this one is a little bit more harder pressed, but when I dab into it with my sponge tip, they tend to crumble, these two, just so you know. I don't have a lot of kick up with this palette, aside from, well, these two. So I don't get a lot of kick up, which is good. And on a personal note, I got one comment about kick up underneath one of my videos. I personally don't mind kick up. Granted, it is not really nice if you dip your brush in an eyeshadow pen lightly and you know, half of it comes out. That's not very nice. But I usually don't mind a tiny bit of kick up. I don't mind that. I just tap my brush off anyway. And you know, if I get kick up in the pan, I also get more pigment on my brush, if that makes any sense. Because kick up means, at least that's my theory, that the shadows aren't very, very hard pressed in the pan. So you can easily get out more pigment. But yeah, if you are heavy-handed or you have hard brushes, both are possibilities. You know, the brushes that I have, I don't have Sigma brushes because I cannot afford Sigma brushes. I have BH brushes, which are very soft, and I usually, especially with darker shades, go in really lightly first because I don't know the pigmentation on my eyes. But again, I don't have a lot of kick up. Yeah, 3 shimmers, 1 satin. This one is a satin. The rest are mattes. I actually did a look yesterday with this palette and I tried to put the color Warped on my mobile lid and I couldn't build it up. This one I personally cannot get as opaque as it is in the pan. I can only, you know, I even tried my sponge tip, and let me clean it off. because sponge tip is like a finger. I tried it with my finger as well, but if I use the sponge tip, I have it here. Let me go here. And I'm pressing on the sponge tip as well. This is what I get. And if I build it up, I cannot get it darker than this one, than this. And so I cannot get it through to pan, which was, well, I was kind of bummed about. I do know that the colors that are hardest to formulate are dark greens, dark purples and blues, and from my understanding yellows as well. So this color for me, I think it's, I'm kind of bummed that I cannot get it to be the same color that it is in the pan. So that is what is a little bit disappointing for me in this palette, are the shimmer shades and the color Warped. For the rest, yeah, they work really nicely. I am able to blend the color Warp out really nicely. I think I would have liked a mustard yellow here, to be totally honest. Or maybe just, you know, an all matte palette. That would have been fantastic as well, because their mattes are really good. It's just the shimmers that are just a bit meh for me, personally. But overall, I am very happy with this palette. I can create very beautiful looks with it. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I like the black. I like the fact that it isn't an in-your-face black, that I can really easily build it up. I have it in my outer corner today, and I can really gently use it, if that makes any sense. And I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I really like the palette. I like the color story, but yeah, the shimmers for me are not as I had expected them to be. Let's put it like that. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. I did a total of 5 looks with this on camera. I did the first one in Get Ready With Me, where I used this color. I used the color Mystic, and I think I used Remedy or Smooch. I'm not sure, one of the other. No, not Smooch, because I did an all matte look. So I used Moss, Mystic and Remedy, and it was a gorgeous look. Maybe I even used Warped as well, I'm not sure. I will leave that one in the cards. Tomorrow my 3 looks is going online. The look I have going on today, I used Moss, Dark Side, Potion, Hex and Glass Ball. Those are the colors that I use. So I actually used all the colors in the palette, I think. She is UK based, so that is good for me. It may be not so good for you if you live in America, but it is good for me living in the Netherlands. So yeah, is it worth your money? Do I feel like I got what I paid for? Yes, I do. I do. Of all the 18 shadows, there are 3 that I'm like, eh. And actually only one that I will probably not use that often, and that's this one. So yeah, I think it is worth my money. I don't think I mentioned that you get 18 shades and they are 1.4 grams each. Not that I care, but I know some of you guys like to know that. Packaging is cardboard. It came sealed tight, so that was nice. It came with the plastic sheets, which I threw away as well. So yeah, these were my thoughts about the Destiny palette from Certifeye. I like it. I'm glad I have it. And I cannot wait to see what she comes out with next. I feel that the shadows are good quality, so I'm happy that I purchased it. And for, you know, 18 eyeshadows, and where there is actually one that I'm probably never going to use, I think it's okay. And I'm not sad that I bought the palette, and I think it was worth my money. Just so you know. I am inserting the clip on how I achieved this look in a minute for you guys. If you do not want to see that and you are stopping here, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Again, tomorrow my 3 looks will go online. I also did a look with this palette in the Get Ready With Me, which I link everywhere. And for now, yeah, let's just get into the look because I'm rambling again. I need coffee. It's early. I really need coffee. I'm going to stop talking now and insert the clip on how I achieved this look. So the bonus look with the Destiny palette. I do have another primer that I'm testing out. I got a sample from the Smashbox eyeshadow primer, but I think I can, well, use it for a very long time. I am going to start with the color Moss, which is this very, very gorgeous green, on a brush. Let me zoom you in first. Let's start with the color Moss. That's this one. On a fluffy-ish brush. It's not my biggest one, but that doesn't matter. I haven't set my base, but it isn't really tacky, but I'm still stamping it on. And I'm actually starting quite low today. So I'm just tilting my head back a little and stamping it on the crease and a little bit above. And now that my base has set a little bit, I am going in swiping motions and a little bit of circles, and if I need it, going back in the color Moss to pick up a little bit of extra product. I think this is such a gorgeous color. Like that. Do I need it a little bit higher? Maybe here a little. And again, I can always add if I feel I need more. I used a tretinoin cream for the second time today, or last night actually. Yeah, it's going good. I am keeping a video log for myself mostly, so that I can really see if I get any irritation and I can see my skin change. So what I could do, if you guys are interested that is put it all in one video, like maybe 1 or 2 week updates and how my skin is looking. I do use it every other day, just so you know. And so far it's going very good. Okay, that's that color. I think it's such a gorgeous color. I also want to bring that color down, so let me get another brush. So I have a flat eyeshadow brush that's a little bit thicker, and I'm using the color Moss again, and I'm going to plop that underneath my eye. And it can be quite low. I'm trying to use some different brushes so that they all get a little bit of love. Oh, you know, and this, and then with a little bit of mustard yellow. Oh god, that would be a gorgeous, gorgeous fall look. Maybe this compared with the Hex. Also very, very, maybe I will do that. But first let's use the dark green, because I haven't used that one yet. Taking a small brush in the color Dark Side, which is this dark green. And let's put that in the crease. And here, I'm not really packing it on because this is a cooler toned green. The other one is a little bit more warm toned because it has a little bit more yellow in it. So maybe it's even more of a neutralish green, if that makes any sense. And now I'm going to go over the edge of that darker green. I'm actually taking a little bit of Dark Side of the green to blend it out just a little higher here. Then I'm switching over to the color Moss. I'm using that to blend further. I think that's it. I can bring the Dark Side, the dark green, a little bit higher. So I'm going to look down a little, place it a little higher. That when I look forward you can see a little bit of the dark green peeking through. I think that's pretty. Let's fade out here a little. That's nice. Okay, I want a little bit of Moss back, the first color. Just a little on top. because I think that it is such a gorgeous color. Yes, okay. Other eye. So again, the color Dark Side. It's always a little bit of trouble getting your eyes to be even, but I think they are even-ish. Or something like that. Let me take a flat brush into the color Dark Side, the green, the dark green. And let me plop that here. I'm placing it on top of my lash line. Yes, okay. I'm taking the small brush again. I'm cleaning it off. I'm going into the color Potion, the black, just lightly to darken up the outer part of my eye. And this is a color that you can build up slowly, which I really like. And that is why I'm also going in with a fluffier brush, dabbing in lightly and tapping off, because I don't want black in my outer corner. Taking it in a little bit, just a little, with whatever is left on my brush. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That is pretty. Okay, let's see if I can get the color Hex to show up on my eyelid. So let me get a brush, one that is preferably not too big. Let's use the same flat eyeshadow brush I used for the bottom row. I'm going to go into the color Hex, this one. I'm going to plop that here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I think this is a very, very pretty mustardy brown or something like that. It's a very unique color. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm cleaning off that small fluffy brush and going into the color Hex. I'm just going to go over that, blend the edges a little bit. Let me check if I have a patchiness because I cannot see from far away. It looks to be okay. So I'm just dabbing back into the color Hex. And again, going over the edges. Oh, pretty. Taking a little bit and pulling it on top of the green. Yes, I like that. It's so pretty. I think this is pretty. Yes. Yes, I like that. Okay, for inner corner highlight. You know what? Let's use Glass Ball. Let me get a different brush. Okay, so I'm going to go into the color Glass Ball, which is that one, with a pencil brush. And let's plop that here. And here. And let's pull it up a little. I'm actually going to drag it in a little bit more on top of the orange. And then just fade it out. For as far as I can, to be honest. This one looks a little bit patchy, and I think that is because of the fact that it's a silver shimmer and my eyelids get a little bit wrinkly in the center of my eye. I think that is it, something like that. It's not my favorite shimmer shade though, but I'm not really a silver shimmer kind of girl, so let's also use this at the bottom. Pretty. Let's get a little bit of tonic, which is the golden shimmer. And let's also, with my finger, plop a little bit here in the center. And I'm just dabbing it on top to get a little bit of shine. And what I like about this is if I put it on top of this, it doesn't really change the color that's underneath. It just gives it a little bit of extra. So I like that. Ooh, yeah, I like this look very, very much. I think it is very, very pretty. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my lash glue ready. if you want to know how I do my lashes, I have a tutorial on how I do my lashes, so you can check that one out on my channel. And I'm actually going to try a little bit different thing today. I'm going to try to just tight line with, what is this, the Maybelline, what is it called? Gel eyeliner. I always forget what that's called. Just going to tight line instead of doing eyeliner on top, and see how that works. Maybe a little bit on top, but as close to my lash line as possible. I didn't have any fallout from the eyeshadows, but look, that is the fallout from the gel eyeliner. Okay, I will clean up the fallout in a moment. Let me plop on some mascara. Yes, I know I need to curl my lashes, but I don't want to today. I'm a bit lazy. So this is what it looks like with mascara. And if you want to stop here, that is totally fine. And you know what the look will look like. I, however, do want to put on some falsies. And you know what? Let me get the demi wispies, the Ardels. So falsies are on, and these are the Ardell wispies, or the demi wispies. I'm sorry, I need to say it correctly. And yeah, I think the look is very, very pretty. I really like this combination, and as you can see, oh wait, let me zoom you out. As you can see by my sweater, I'm kind of into the mustardy yellows. So yeah, I really, really like this look. This also concludes my review of the Destiny palette by Certifeye. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below if you have this palette, what you think about the palette, if you have any other palettes or any other stuff from them. And yeah, you know, share with us some of your tips and tricks if you have any. If you want me to do extra looks with this one, let me know down in the comment section. Tomorrow my 3 looks with this palette will be up. But yeah, I am glad I have it. I really like the color scheme. I think it's a fun palette. So yeah, if you like this color scheme, and especially if you live in Europe, because this is a UK based indie brand, go check out the company. I will leave all their information down below in the description box. This was it. This is the end of my video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, tips or tricks for me, leave them down in the comment section below. If you like me, just hit my subscribe button. You know you want to. I'm adorable. I'm so fun. Okay, moving on. While you're clicking buttons, don't forget to also click the bell. Doesn't really seem to be working at the moment, but then you know that you have done everything you can possibly do to get notified when I upload my next video, which will be tomorrow, because tomorrow will be my 3 looks with this palette. For now, I am signing off. I'm wishing you all a great day, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.